say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing his car on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On second and 9, Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Placed the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On third down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Carr now on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. Room here to run. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
93, 734.
Here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Texans come in with 2 wins on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing on first down is Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Joseph is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick a spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Tua swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Ultra.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express. Express.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
637.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking it nicely. Good English on that punt. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
Ready.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now Cook running right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Check right.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Up and good for Santoso. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9.
Hey, we're good. Express. 694.
Carr. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. On 1st down, Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now Carr got to have this one. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific if they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Swift again. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's complete, right around the 8. And out of bounds, all the way down at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Carr gonna throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Carr. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Joseph's got it. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Strike! Check strike! Drill 52. Strike! Strike!
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Joseph connects on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring him right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Okay, ready?
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here.
It's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Back to throw, Carr. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw is Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing